Thanks for tuning in to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Incorporated. Today's video is going to be about side control offense. You got side control. They want to start hipping out and replacing you to guard. I got a sort of little tip of the day on what to do. It's called control position number 6. And we'll follow that up with taking arms out of posture and go from there. I hope you like. Okay, I have side control. He wants to work on an escape. What we're going to counter is when he goes to replace a guard. Go ahead, Juan. Hip out, he brings his knee in, keep on going. He brings his knee in, and he replaces me to guard. This is what I don't want to happen. So, when you feel that knee coming in, you have a little bit of a window. So when he hips out, brings his knee in, at this point, don't move on, this knee is right at my center line. It's still not too late. Any further, it is a little bit too late. But while this is happening, all I have to do is switch my hips to reverse scaffold position. Now, as you can see, there's nothing to replace the guard anymore. So from here, I take my top leg. Go ahead, replace me to guard, Juan. See, it's just not happening from here. I've shut it down. I take my top leg. I scrape it against the floor till it hits my leg. I pick up his leg with my leg and I bring him back on his back flat and I shut him down. So what I do from here is with my hips, Braxton, I'll get you to come around here. With my hips, I bring him to the mat. This hand goes towards his hip and I just back up, taking his arm out of posture. Rotate one. I take his arm out of posture. So with my hip, with my left hip, I sense his tricep. And you see how his arm gets out of posture. I switch my base. I go for the gift wrap. And not only did I shut down his replacing the guard, escape from side control, now I have his arms out of posture. A lot of moving parts to this move, to this tip of the day, countering the replacing the guard from side control. But I also want to talk about, I'm using my leg to move his leg. I'm using my hip and rib cage to move his arm out of posture. So there's a lot of sensitivity going on with my body instead of me using my hands to make all his body move. So let's have a look at this. So I'm inside control. He hips out to replace the guard. As he hips out to replace the guard, his knee comes in. As I feel that, I'm going to switch my base. So hip out and replace me to guard one. Not happening from here. So I take my top leg. Once I've switched my base, he can't replace me to guard no more. So this top leg, I rub it against the floor till it hits my leg. Now I pick up his leg with my leg, and now he's flat on the back. I want to keep my hip to the ground. This hand goes to the hip, and all I want to do now is I back up my body, taking his arm out of posture, back up my body, back up my body. And then now I'm pushing on his tricep with my hip, with my rib cage, and I want to constantly keep that pressure on that tricep to keep that arm out of posture. I switch back to scarf hold. I'm working the gift wrap from here. Then his arms are out of posture. There is a possible submission from here where I switch back my hips forward, keeping the pressure on his tricep and shoulder. I just grab his wrist and I have the Americana. That's my tip of the day. That's my move of the week, whatever you want to call it. It's actually control position number 6. If you actually have a look at video 31 on my YouTube channel, I talk about the different control positions you have from side control. I'm using number 6 to counter the replacing the guard escape that he has. And I take a little bit add on to it in regards to taking his arms out of posture and potentially trying an Americana submission. So try to make that part of your game. Hope it helps out, and I look forward to seeing you in the mat soon.